10 money habits you should keep in 2023. You should commit to a set of good money habits if you want to be better off financially in 2023 and beyond. If, as Jack Canfield says, your habits will determine your future, then you should commit to a set of healthy financial habits to improve your financial situation in 2023 and beyond. We all know that there is no fast way to get rich. Consistently doing good things over a long period of time is the best way to build wealth that will last. With this in mind, think about making these money habits a part of your life next year. 1. Don't spend more than you make. There are plenty of ways to get ahead. The first is so basic I'm almost embarrassed to say it: spend less than you earn. Paul Clitheroe. Even though this may sound like simple and obvious advice, the only way to start building wealth is to make sure your expenses are less than your income. Keep in mind, though, that this is only the first, albeit important, step in building wealth. The real reason to spend less than you make is to make room in your budget to invest. This means that you need to be smart about how you use your extra money. Putting your extra money in a savings account won't do much to help you get richer, so it's important to come up with an investment plan that will help your real wealth grow over time. 2. First, pay yourself. Do not save what is left after spending, instead spend what is left after saving. Warren Buffett. Paying yourself first means making room in your budget to save for your future and putting this ahead of all other financial goals. But more than that, it's about being smart about building an investment portfolio that fits with your lifestyle goals and finding a balance between living in the present and saving for the future. It's easy to convince yourself that you have more important things to do with your money than save for the future, but if you take this approach, you'll probably always find a reason not to save. Make a promise to pay yourself first, even if it means starting with a small amount each month. 3. Think carefully about what you buy. The ability to discipline yourself to delay gratification in the short term in order to enjoy greater rewards in the long term is the indispensable prerequisite for success. Brian Tracy. Research shows that a person's ability to put off getting what they want is a key factor in their financial success, so make a point of practicing this skill. Remind yourself that every purchase you make today is like taking money out of your future financial security. This will make it take longer for you to be financially independent. In a world where you can have almost anything but not everything, use delayed gratification to make sure that what you buy fits with your goals, values, and financial plan as a whole. 4. Think ahead. Rich people plan for 3 generations. Poor people plan for a Saturday night. Gloria Steinem. Investors often find it hard to look past the current social, economic, and political events and keep their eyes on the long-term goal of building wealth. Tracking the daily movements of the market is a sneaky habit that can play on our emotions and make it hard to make decisions. If you are investing for the long term, you don't need to keep an eye on the markets, so stop doing it. To be a successful investor, you have to be able to handle market volatility while you wait for the markets to get better. Focusing too much on short-term changes in the market will only drain your emotional energy and make it hard to see the big picture. 5. Keep track of what you spend. A budget is more than just a series of numbers on a page. It is an embodiment of our values. Barack Obama. There's a lot more to budgeting than just keeping track of expenses. When you make it a habit to keep records, check your bank balance, double-check your debit orders, and ask about fees, budgeting becomes a normal part of your life. Be very strict with your budget. Ask your bank about their fees, look around for the best interest rates, question your cell phone contract, and read the fine print. It also helps to know your rights when it comes to consumer protection, especially if you have loans, retail debt, credit cards, or other financial contracts. 6. Learn something. If you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Zig Ziglar. The financial services field is huge, complicated, and hard to navigate on your own, and it can seem impossible to make sense of all the information. But not knowing about money is never a good thing, so decide now to keep learning about money until 2023. Find a blog, publication, or website from a reputable source that gives you independent, unbiased financial information that fits your needs. Remember that most bad financial choices are made out of ignorance, not because people are stupid. 7. Have a talk with your kids about money. Don't educate your children to be rich. Educate them to be happy, so they know the value of things, not the price. Victor Hugo. Our views on money are formed when we are young, so make sure to talk to your kids about money in a positive way from a young age on. In our very materialistic world, it's easy for our kids to get mixed messages about money and start to question what they think is important. Still, actions speak louder than words, so be sure to show your kids how you want them to think about money. Plan to talk with your kids often about important things like budgeting, the risks of debt, the importance of investing, and how investment markets work. 8. Manage your debt. Every time you borrow money, you're robbing your future self. Nathan W. Morris. Make a plan for how you will deal with your debt. Debt may be unavoidable, but how you handle it on a regular basis is very important if you want to improve your financial situation, get better opportunities, and raise your credit score. Putting your head in the sand and only making the minimum payment each month is not a good way to deal with debt. If you need to, work with a financial advisor to come up with a plan for dealing with your debt that is realistic and will work. 9. Talk to your partner or spouse about money. Money is either the best or the worst area of communication in our marriages. Larry Burkett. It goes without saying that when it comes to money, couples who agree have a better chance of staying together, but it all starts with good communication. If you don't talk to your spouse about money, it can cause hurt, resentment, jealousy, and even financial infidelity. So, make an effort to talk to your spouse about money. You can always start something new. If you and your partner are having trouble managing your finances together, find an independent financial planner who has worked with couples before. 10. Don't change your plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Start 2023 with a plan for your money and promise to review and update it often. If you don't have a goal in mind, it's much harder to get yourself to save and invest for the future. Make a written list of your life goals and a realistic plan for your money to help you reach them. If you lose motivation or get off track, reading over your goals will help you remember why you are doing what you are doing.